Man, good things still happen in this world. Whenever the world has me down, I know NXT still has me. Lola Vice is your new NXT Women's Champion. I don't know why I bet against her. I kept saying I wanted this to happen, and for whatever reason, I just didn't buy into it. You know what? I feel vindicated. Lola Vice is finally your NXT Women's Champion. After years of me begging, I've been begging since Roxanne Perez was your NXT Women's Champion. Since then, I've been asking, Lola Vice should become NXT Women's Champion. Nah, finally, it's happened. It's a bit late, or not late, like it's long overdue, but it's finally happened. And the match was great too. She managed to defeat JC Jane and Kendall Gray. You kind of knew it was over as soon as they played like that. Not memorial. What do you call it? That is short video package thingy for JC Jane before the match started, memorizing or celebrating her reigns. You kind of should have known it was over, but everybody's probably thinking it's gonna be Kendall Gray. It was Lola Vice. I'm so happy. We're gonna eat good on NXT now, and it's a good thing I didn't bet money on NXT. I never bet money. I'm not a gambler, but I should not have done anything regarding the show because half the matches I got wrong. The following match on the cards. Oh, before we get to the match, Kelly Armstrong is coming to NXT. That is going to be amazing. If you don't watch Evolve, first of all, you're missing out. You should watch Evolve. Second of all, you have no idea what's coming to you. Kelly Armstrong is an absolute menace, and she's actually so good in ring. I'm so excited to see her coming to NXT. It's gonna be amazing. But we do follow that up with, honestly, my match of the night, Los Americanos versus the Vanity Project for the Tag Team Championships. And I know it's a weird pick for match of the night, but I was just so entertained during this match. It was so fun, so much chaos, interferences, but it was all very entertaining. Now, obviously, the Vanity Project do retain their Tag Team Championships. A great decision. I love that. I'm so happy with this team. Let's put a championship on Jackson Drake soon as well. But when are we going to put the Raw Tag Team Championships on Los Americanos? Like, I know Logan Paul and Austin Theory recently won it, but who really cares about them? We care about Los Americanos. I might tune into Raw a bit more. I already tuned into some stuff, not everything, but I might tune into Raw more if you have them being the Tag Team Championships. I'm honestly so invested in them. But I was very entertained by this match. Fantastic, great showing by everybody, and I'm happy with the result too. Let's get into the rivalry match, the match I most anticipated tonight, which is So Ruka versus Zarya. And this match did not disappoint. Both women went out there. It felt intense. It felt like a heated rivalry match. Really enjoyed that. I am very surprised by the result, however, which is So Ruka winning. Over the last few months, we've heard stuff of So Ruka impressing people backstage, of her potentially getting a new gimmick when she gets to the main roster. It felt like she was going to get called up inevitably, so it always made sense that Zarya was going to win this match, in theory, right? If So Ruka gets called up, you should give Zarya this big match. But no, So Ruka wins, and once again, I'm not upset with this at all. I like her just as much as I like Lola Vice. She's also one of my favorites on NXT. So you obviously know I'm happy with her picking up the victory. I'm just surprised that they actually went this route. Maybe we're going to get another match. Maybe we're going to get like a steel cage match or some match with stipulations where Zarya does win. Maybe you just wanted to give So Ruka this match. But I'm really surprised that Zarya did not win. Unless both of them are getting called up, then I guess it doesn't matter who wins. But I think Zarya can stay on NXT for a while longer. Like, give her another year, and she's definitely going to have her own championship. And then you can call her up. That should make the most sense. Give her a chance to establish herself as her own person. But overall, once again, very tight match, very rivalry-esque match. You felt the rivalry, you felt how heated they were for each other, and I loved it. And I'm fine with So Ruka winning. I have no qualms about that. Now, let's get over the two North American Championship matches, because while they were good and great wrestling matches, I particularly did not care much about them. They were fine once again. So Miles Bourne defeats Johnny Gargano, a pretty solid match. Both men went out there. Apparently Johnny Gargano wore his gear from his very last Stand and Deliver match, which I thought was a cool nod. Thankfully, Miles Bourne does pick up the victory. I do hope we go back to SmackDown and keep this gimmick going for Johnny Gargano, because it has been working for me at least, and I found it very entertaining, so I hope to go back to it. As for Miles Bourne, after the match, he gets attacked by Dion Lennox, who attacks him on his own. And you know what? I dig this for Dark State. I can dig a Miles Bourne Dion Lennox feud. I think that could be pretty entertaining. However, the rest of Dark State are not happy with this at all, because Dion Lennox went out and did this on his own, and they are starting to feel a bit of tension, like, why are you doing this on your own, Dion Lennox? But he says, nah, sorry about that. They're gonna go on to NXT this week and make it up to each other and do something together. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Probably just beating up Miles Bourne together, but hey, Miles Bourne might get a few friends, like Tavion Heights is still there. Who knows what happens, but I'm excited to see it. It's Loki. Miles Bourne versus the All Knicks might be a banger feud, like a Loki feud that you might not expect to be good, but then blows you away. And then the other match is Tatum Paxley retaining her NXT Women's North American Championship. Also happy with that result. I wonder what we're doing with Blake Monroe now, because after the match, Blake Monroe and the Vanity Project team up or something, because they ask her what they can do to make it up to her, make her feel better, and she says they should come with her. So we're gonna see what that happens. Like I said, both matches were great, but there's just not a lot for me to dig into besides saying I really enjoyed these matches. Then the main event. Oh, the main event. I'm happy I did not do this review immediately after the show, because I was not happy with Tony D'Angelo winning that championship at all. I was actually quite upset with it, but having been given a few hours, I'm okay with it. I still would have liked Joe Hendry to retain that championship. I still don't think his inclusion into the feud was very well done. I think they could have done it a lot better, make it a lot more interesting. But I'm okay with it. Granted that Joe Hendry and Ethan Page and Ricky Starks all get called up to the main roster, I'm totally cool with this. I'm okay of seeing where a Tony D'Angelo feud goes. Now, I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's the right decision. I'm saying I'm gonna give it a chance. The match itself was very entertaining. Probably, besides the tag team match, my match of the night, I was glued to my seat during this match. So many entertaining spots, especially with Ethan Page and Ricky Starks. Will they, won't they, old dynamic, that was good. But yeah, I'm intrigued by what they're doing with Tony D'Angelo. Again, 24 hours ago, if I made a video about this, I would have said horrible decision, cancel NXT. But like now, yeah, I just am. So if I had to give NXT Stand and Deliver 2026 a rating, I would say it's a 9 out of 10. I think everything was pretty good. All the matches were great. It's not that there was anything missing. I just don't think I can give it a 10 out of 10. Because yeah, it just wasn't a 10 out of 10. It was an amazing pay-per-view. I loved it. It just wasn't a 10 out of 10 pay-per-view. But once again, great pay-per-view. Definitely would suggest watching it. I think they delivered at everything they set out to deliver. And a few surprises. Like, I would have never expected the people who won the championships to end up winning the championships. So, if you like what I do here, you should keep tuning in, because I cover NXT, TNA, Evolve, and AAA every single week, including all their pay-per-views most of the time. And I also have a podcast with PWF every Thursday night. So if you like that type of stuff, we talk about Evolve for about 2 hours. So tune into that. I'm always there. And then leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, everyone.